Hello friends, in this lesson we will learn about managed service account and group managed service account. So question here is, what is the managed service account? Managed service account is a special type of Active Directory account that can be used to securely run services, application and schedule tasks, and we not need to worry about password because Microsoft will automatically manage those service managed service account password. So here you can see, here is the OU managed service account. If you will create any managed service account, then that account will create under this OU. So let's start for creating a managed service account. Here you can see uh, we have this PowerShell command for managed service account. Here you can see first parameter is new dash AD service account. After that I am giving a service account name, and here I am using restrict to single computer. Let's run this command, first command. Now let's validate. Here you can see my managed service account app is created. Now we need to add this app service account on this server. So here I am using my DC01 for adding this service account. Let's run second parameter. Now let's perform a testing. Here you can see warning, managed service account app is not linked with any computer object. Now you can see here we are getting warning. This managed service account is not linked with any computer object in the directory. So here we are going to install this service account on this server. So let's install. Now my installation done, and here we will perform a test. Now here you can see this time I received a true. Here you can see in first command we created a new service account, and that service account automatically created under this managed service account OU. After that here you can see we used parameter restrict to a single computer. So here I have added my server name where we need to restrict, and after that we used add service account identity, my server name, and service account, my service account name. After that we install this service account on this server where we linked this service account. Now after successful test, let's assign this managed service account to our dummy service. So here you can see my service name is mgspca-tc01, And here I am using the binary path. In your case, you will receive a different binary path. Binary path means your .exe application path for which application you have created this managed service account. Now click run. Here you can see this service is registered in services. Here you can see this is my service name. Now go to property, log on this account. Here we will use this managed service account which we have created. Check name. Here you can see it's automatically taking a dollar sign, and that is expected. Now here we need to remove this password. Click apply. Now here the account has been granted to log on as service right. And here you can see it's automatically generated a password for this service account. Now here we have generated a managed service account for one single computer. But suppose that if you are using a clustering where four or five computers or two computers are using same services for monitoring heart rate, or they are using a specific service for a clustering environment, then in that scenario this managed service account will not work. And for such kind of requirement you have to create a group managed service account. So let's open our PowerShell ISC and see. So here you can see a group managed service account. So for a group managed service account you have to add a KDS root key. So when you will use KDS root key, it will take 10 hours in replication. So we are in test environment, and I am not going to use this parameter. Like here you can see this command, add KDS root key space hyphen effect time immediately. In production environment you always use this parameter, and it will take 10 hours for updating this KDS root key. And we are in lab environment, and I am not going to wait for 10 hours, so I am using this parameter, add dash KDS root key space dash effective time, and here I see I am using get dash date and add hour minus 10. So I'll run this. Here you can see my GUID generated for my group managed service account. After generating GUID, Now we are going to create our group managed service account. So here you can see I am using parameter new AD service account, here service account name, and here we have defined DNS host name for my service account, and here you can see a parameter I am using principal allowed to retrieve managed password, and here I am using domain computers group. So let's register this GMSA group managed service account. Now we have successfully registered our group managed service account. Now here you can see I am going to connect my remote machine where we need to install this group managed service account. Actually, you have to run this command on all computers where you want to integrate this group managed service account. So I am trying to install remote server administration tools on this server. Now here you can see uh, RSAT AD PowerShell module is installed on my DFS01 server. Now after installing this RSAT tool, we have to install group managed service account. So here you can see we have installed RSAT PowerShell on this server DFS01. So we have to log in on this server and install this GSMA. So let's connect a DFS01 server for installing this group managed service account and perform test of AD service account, and also need to register a dummy service and integrate group managed service ID for that service. Now here you can see I have connected my DFS01 server for installing a service account. Here you can see host name. So here you can see I am using this parameter install AD service account and my group managed service account name. Now group managed service account installation done. Now we will try to perform test. Here you can see I am getting test result true. Now next step is we will install a dummy service. In your case you already have visibility about what kind of services for what kind of services you are creating this group managed service account. So here you can see I am using a parameter new dash service. Here my service name, and here I have given a binary path. So this is my dummy service name, and this is a binary path where we are going to use. Without please note, without binary path you cannot register any service. Now we have successfully registered our dummy service on this DFS01. So we will open services.msc, and here we need to select this group managed service which we have registered. Here you can see we have created a this dummy service Vivs-SRV. Here you can see this is our service, and now we need to bind this service with our group managed service account. Here we will search our domain name. Here you can see we have created this group managed service. Click OK. Now we will remove this saved password, and here you can see end of username, it's containing a dollar sign which is expected. Now click apply. Now here you can see it's generated a password, and Windows server will automatically rotate this password. You not need to take any action. Now here you can see we have granted log on edge permission on this group managed service account on this DFS01 server. Now you learn what is the use of service account, and what is the use. For single computer we will use a managed service account. For a cluster environment or multiple servers where those servers are going to use same service account for running services, then we will use a group managed service account. And in previous session we also learned about virtual ID. Thanks for watching, friend. See you in our next video.